In all of my career and my work in anti-corruption, I have never used the word eradication. Why? Because I think it is utopian and raises expectations that we cannot meet. And I will be very happy, and I will think that I have been successful, I will be satisfied, if we make progress, identifiable progress, and we hand over to the next generation, and we prepare the next generation, we give it the ability to make another step forward. We need to engage and we need to persuade. We need to put it differently for you, our success, I think, will be measured by whether we make it politically incorrect for those people to withhold political will. Let's all work together to achieve that. It is always better for an organization like the UN, at least, which is based on a number of basic principles. And one of the fundamental principles is that it is a place, an institution where countries come together to find solutions. It is always better to have everybody engaged rather than give those who do not wish to be engaged reasons to stay outside the process and snipe at it and undermine it from the outside. The country needs to understand that it will not be credible if it comes out of the review process with a report that says that everything is perfect. So the question then becomes, what faults, what deficiencies, what challenges is the country ready to accept or ready to swallow? And those are the areas on which we need to focus. But it must have, it cannot be perfect. No country in the world is perfect. So it must have ownership of the things that it needs to do, of the challenges it faces, and it must also, by the same token, have ownership of the successes. And we must all work together to make sure that the successes of the country are recognized and given full credit. I do not go in and engage with a country with the clear purpose of pointing the finger at it. In other words, I don't go in with a preconceived notion about whether the country is corrupt or not. The basic assumption that I would like the mechanism to operate on is that everybody wants to do the right thing. And therefore, the purpose of the mechanism is to engage and to support them in doing the right thing. We will not be productive if we clash. We will be more productive if we engage. I am convinced of that. It is a longer process. It is frustrating. It is two steps forward and one step backwards. But it is a process that ultimately pays off much more than the process of going head-on and clashing with the counterpart. How to involve NGOs? I'm sure the question will come. Let's see what the answers are. Well, their comment, there are maybe, each government is likely to choose a different course of action. Some of them may involve them in preparing the checklist. Others may involve them in reviewing the response. Others may involve them at a later stage in the dialogue or in the country visit. Or I don't think there will be a pattern. I think there will be different solutions. The point is to make sure that there is cross-fertilization, that there is the contributions that can be made are actually made. That leaves open the question, what contributions? Which is related to the role that you wish to play.
The participation of civil society in general, NGO, community-based organization, in the implementation of the UN Convention Against Corruption has to be constructive, because it will not help to go in a completely different or parallel review, which will not bring any addition. At some point, it's important to converge and then to diverge and have a constructive dialogue with the government so that the UN Convention Against Corruption is effectively implemented.